Yeah, Ms. Tlaib.
Seriously, Chairman?
What's our mama bear?
I know. I'm the eldest of 14. I've been taking care of people all my life. So when I have emotions, it's because I've seen challenges. This committee hits home so much. I just want to thank all of you so much for speaking up because, I mean, I know I can speak to some of us here. There's a lack of urgency, right? There's a lack of urgency. When the mother was talking about missing coming here because she had to be a voice for so many people that can't be in this room, I want to thank you for that because I know how hard it is. It's funny, our kids are going to be fine sometimes. We're the ones actually feeling more guilt than they are. They're like, Mom, I'm doing great. I'm with my friends. But one of the things that this broken system and the frustration I have, and I had all these questions, I wanted to pull out these human stories, but I think you all have put a human face to something for years, I feel like hasn't truly been translated into the human impact until it got so broken down, so to the point where you have people rationing, that you have people actually dying right before your eyes because we've allowed corporate greed. We've allowed corporate greed to come before the people. We, the government in this chamber, we're responsible to protect you from it. And I want to apologize. I want to apologize. I've only been here 7 months, but not on my watch. Will I not be able to humanize the impact and push back against corporate greed? And I want you to know, it's not just us, it's Congresswoman Kelly and all of us in this room, many of us not now in this room, but I want you to know, like, we really, truly, sincerely care about your life. A woman came up to me at a coffee hour and said, Rashida, I don't understand. They're saying that insulin is not preventive care. Of course, I dug deep, and she goes, you don't understand, insulin prevents death. And I said, absolutely. And she said her company, this is a big company, said that they decided to change the system so now that she had to literally sit for a whole month before she can go pick up her son's insulin. $2,800 that she had to put together, $2,800. And I said, no, I can't wait for a bill to pass. I can't wait for people to wake up here. I'm going to put it on my letterhead. So on my letterhead, I said, what are you doing? You're a corporation. I took the mission statement of the corporation, put it in there and said, but you're supposed to be about people, right? What about and without telling them who it was, I said, what are you doing? You're allowing people to die on your health insurance. And she told me she went in last week to go pick up her son's insulin. She got together $2,800. I know where she lives. It was hard for her to raise that money. She went in and she said, I don't know what you did, but it's $244 now, right? That's still too much, but that means there's a will. They're waiting for us to tell them to stop, right? Moms know this. When there's bad behavior, we've subsidized, we've done the research and development, we've done everything we're supposed to do to say to them that you're supposed to be able to provide for the American people access to drugs that help them live. And I just want you to know, continue to be bold, continue to ask for more. And even when folks say we all agree, that's great, but action speaks louder. And so I want each of you to tell me, in your own personal opinion, why do you think we haven't acted in Congress? We'll start with you.
Drug companies have monopoly pricing power, and monopolies, by definition, have unlimited resources to defend their monopolies with political campaign contributions and lobbyists. There is 1.5 lobbyists for every one of you in the United States Congress. 1.5. That's like daunting odds, as my dad would have said. And so I think it's both the fact that they use their monopoly pricing power to maintain their monopoly pricing power, and to stop reform from happening.
You know, I don't know the answer, but I think this hearing is, like you said, putting a human face to the issue. I think there's a lot of donations that happen, so maybe it gets pushed back to back of the shelf. But I can definitely tell sitting here today that you guys are going to do something about it. My disease is really treatable. It's not so treatable for these people. That's not okay.
The question, why haven't you acted? I think it's an interesting question because I'm going to say, I think Congress has acted. I think because of Congress, my son is participating in a clinical trial that I believe is helping him. I believe that patients are accessing treatment sooner, and I think that everyone in this room and everyone listening is acting right now, and I think that's what we need to focus on. I think let's not dwell on why we haven't solved this yet. Let's keep doing the next right thing, and let's just figure it out, and let's just do that. Thank you very much.
I would say from a patient perspective, not really knowing the, I don't know how, how all of this works, but it seems like the people up top benefit from this and not acting. I don't know if it's in a financial way or whatever way, but it just seems like you get a piece of the pie some way, somehow. Thank you.
And I'm just a retired teacher from Indiana. But to me, it's money. I think it's money. It's the lobbyists. It's the pressure put on people to do things according to the money rather than to the good. I also see a lot of bipartisan fighting that I think is inconsequential when it comes down to people's lives, that there needs to be more cooperation. I do think, I'm 70 years old, I'm hopeful things will change before I die. And I'm hopeful in meetings like this that things are finally happening. I started coming to Washington, D.C. 2 years ago to help promote the CREATES bill. I'm frustrated that it's still not passed entirely, but I'm excited that it's making progress. So I'm learning how the government works and how slow it is. For me, that's frustrating, but I'm excited to see progress being made. Thanks.
Thank you very much.